And joining us now, co-founder of Sandy Hook Promise, Mark Barden. His 7-year-old son, Daniel, was killed at Sandy Hook Elementary School in 2012. And Mark, I'm really sad to be talking to you under these circumstances. What was your first reaction when you saw this news yesterday?
Grief, horror, anger, that more families are having to live this life of pain due to losing a loved one to gun violence, and for the whole community, and for all of us. This impacts all of us, and to see that young fellow on there talking about having, trying to protect his fellow classmates. This is, our children deserve better than that. Our children should not be preparing for a mass shooting when they're in school or in church. Our children deserve better. We have to do better. And as we hear Chief O'Hara just say, this is a classic pathway, meaning there's an established pathway. There are warning signs all along the way, and we need to train everybody how to recognize those warning signs and take those next steps to prevent these tragedies from happening.
Yeah, these children should not be forced into the hero role. Sandy Hook Promise, as I understand it, is a mission-driven organization. And right now you're teaching people, like you're alluding to identify those warning signs that shooters exhibit before they attack. So tell us more about your efforts there.
So we have come to the understanding through lots of research that there are almost always warning signs. In this case is no different. And so what Sandy Hook Promise does is we train students, teachers, and parents how to know the signs, and then give them the tools with which to take the next steps to either tell a trusted adult or connect that individual to the help and resources that they need before it becomes a tragedy. To date, that we know of, students trained in our Know the Signs programs have prevented 18 planned school shootings and over 1,000 suicides. So we know that we have a program that works, and there's also, a policy component that we work very diligently on as well, that we know, combined with policy, with gun safety policy and prevention programs, we know that we can do better, and everybody can play a role in getting us there.
What are some of the key things you can tell our viewers that they should be looking out for in order to be part of the community's effort to stop this kind of heinous violence?
Well, some of the signs, Ariel, can be very subtle. An individual changing friend groups, or changing in behavior, or being bullied, or bullying. And then sometimes the warning signs are much more overt. We have cases where folks have indicated online platforms that I'm going to shoot up the school tomorrow or next week. So there's a range of warning signs, all of which need to be taken seriously. And you can go to our website at sandyhookpromise.org for a full list of these warning signs that need to be observed and taken seriously, because every one of these warning signs represents an opportunity to make an intervention and save lives. So we bring these programs at no cost to schools across the country. We also have an amazing call center and anonymous reporting system located in Miami, where that is staffed with trained professionals around the clock who can triage those tips as they come in and get help to where it's needed immediately. So we are very proud to have a model that works, and it breaks my heart that we can't be in all places for all people and prevent all of these from happening, but we're working on it.
But boy, you said 18 potential shootings stopped just by your efforts, and they are so valiant and important. Thank you so much, Mark, for sharing your impact that you are having, and may your son Daniel's memory always be a blessing. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Ariel.